to our next guest, Ms. Kavita Adhikari, the head of Ms. Kavita Adhikari, ma'am, the head of Operation and Services, MSME, New Delhi. She has graduated from University of Calcutta and have done MBA in Sikkim Manipal University. Ma'am has 4 years of experience as customer service manager at Honeywell International India Private Limited and almost 12 years of experience in travel and hospitality industry. She was team leader at 4portal.com and travel analyst in customer relations. We welcome you, ma'am. Now introducing to our next guest, Ms. Preeti Batra ma'am, the founder of WASV Horizons LLP, a co-marketing and networking site for women entrepreneurs. She did PhD in HR from Maharishi Dayanand University, done numerology and was NLP practitioner. She is also associated with NGO, Sakshar Home Foundation, a charitable trust for the purpose of educating the underprivileged children. She also wrote 2 books, The Lost Affair on Material Relationship and The Tryst with the Divinity on Spiritual Relationship. We welcome you, ma'am.
Now we introduce you to our today's moderator, Ms. Neha Jain, founder of DigiMother Freelancer Content Marketer, Greater Noida. She has 13 years of experience in the industry, working with clients from diverse backgrounds, ranging from startups to established successful businesses. Her preferred niches include e-commerce, stock markets, cryptocurrency, etc. We welcome you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We are grateful to all our distinguished guests for accepting our invitation. Thank you for joining us and gracing the event. Thank you, ma'am. Now, over to today's moderator, Ms. Neha Jain, for further session.
Hello, am I audible?
Okay, now it is working. Hello, yeah, hi. So thank you so much. Thank you, Director ma'am and Ms. Suniti ma'am for having me here. This is my first, so please pardon any mistakes. Okay, so yeah. It's an honor to be here to celebrate this special day. I am Neha Jain, alumni of this respected institute. After completing my MBA, I started my career as a social media marketer, and then almost after 4 years, I started mom blogging. Currently, I am working as a freelance content marketer and content writer. I help people and brands grow organically over the internet. As a mompreneur and a caregiver to my 2 lovely girls and my family, it wasn't easy to balance work and family together. But it was satisfying to be able to work even after motherhood, thanks to the internet and technology. Today, as a moderator of the panel discussion, I am pleased to extend a warm welcome to our esteemed panelists here. So, we are grateful to all of you for taking out time to be here with us today. Please give a big round of applause. So, as we know, the topic of today's discussion is Women Leaders as Catalyst for an Equitable World. So, the topic encompasses various aspects. So, the portrayal of women in media and its societal implications, opportunities and challenges in women entrepreneurship, and how women are breaking stereotypes. So, I am extremely happy as we have an excellent panel to discuss about this topic today. So, I would ask Ms. Anuja ma'am to start the discussion, please. Ms. Anuja ma'am to start the discussion.
Thank you, Neha, and thank you, Aparna ma'am, for giving this opportunity. It's always a unique experience coming back and addressing students because that brings you, back to your college days. So my introduction has already been done by that, the two students out here, and thank you so much. I'm Anuja and I'm representing NABL. I don't know how many of you know about NABL. Just I'll quickly introduce my organization. It is an accreditation body, National Accreditation for Testing and Calibration Laboratories. So what we do is, we are an accreditation body which is working independently. We are part of Quality Council of India, and that Quality Council of India is under Ministry of Commerce. So our role is, you must have heard about laboratories. I think all of you must know what, the significant role the lab has done. Everybody remembers the COVID times. So when we say a laboratory, so what does a laboratory does? Any one of you? All are science, or they're not in management students? Okay. So anyway, the laboratory, does testing, as simple as that. So when we say, what is the role of accreditation body? It gives a formal recognition to a laboratory to perform a task, according to an international standard or the standard which they have claimed. So we go and assess them. We are a third party and tell them, yes, this lab is competent. So in simple words, we give a assurance that the laboratory is doing its work correctly. So when we say, so as an accreditation body, it gives a very important role what we are playing. So why I started with laboratory is, every lab will have women technicians, and all the labs you will have, have been so much contributing to the quality of results that is coming out. So why I talked about COVID? Because COVID was the time when we as an accreditation body had to gear up, because government was looking for a trusted results. So there at that time when everybody was under lockdown, everything, but the labs were working. Labs were put under essential services. So all the PPE kit, all the textiles, which were undergone to make those kits. So there had been so many of them who contributed at that particular time, and the accreditation helped the government to rely on these results. So just a brief introduction that how accreditation plays an important role, in laboratory results or day-to-day quality of any products what you have been using it, or even the services. So because when we say services, all these diagnostic services, all the labs, the blood results, whatever you are doing. So both products and services. So we have 5 schemes, and all these schemes are under different international standards, that is ISO IC 17025 for testing and calibration labs. Then we have a standard for ISO 15189, that is for medical labs. And then there is something called proficiency testing providers. That is an independent body which will send samples to labs. Okay, they do testing and they give the results to this PT provider. So they are accredited by ISO IC 17043. And then there is a reference material producers. When a result has to be assessed and it has to be compared with the standard. So then there are reference material producers that are accredited by ISO 17034. So all these are international standard, and since we NABL are signatory to Asia Pacific Accreditation Corporation, through which International Laboratory Accreditation Corporation, and we are a signatory to them. So any accredited labs in India by NABL is at par with any international accredited labs outside, which is under this. So that gives an equivalence of the laboratory which is accredited. So with these words, maybe we can have further discussions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would ask Ms. Rimjim to say a few words about the topic today.
A very good morning to all of you. I am Rimjim. I am the founder of Tatvik Ayurveda and Wellness Private Limited, and I am also a director in the company. I am so pleased to be in a campus today with so many students here. It's like going back in time to the days when I was a student myself. So when I was a student like you, along with my studies, I also worked part-time for 3 years throughout my graduation time. So I just wanted to share a small piece of advice with you, that along with studies, always go for some practical knowledge, and I'm sure this is a great institute where you are getting amazing exposure, so try to make the best use of it. If I am to reflect on my own journey, which might help you, I'd like to share my personal journey. I completed my graduation, then I got a campus placement with HSBC Bank. I worked with HSBC Bank for 2 years. And post that, I had 6 years of experience in the beauty and wellness sector, where I was involved in the sales and marketing of beauty products and services. I was also the brand manager and North India manager for one of the top brands. If you have heard about Marico, which manufactures parachute oil and a lot of other products. It's a very popular brand in the market. In 2016, I started my manufacturing unit. I come from a family of doctors, and science, I believe, was in my blood. But again, as an entrepreneur, I'm a first generation entrepreneur. So there were many challenges which I was not aware of when I started my journey as an entrepreneur. I started my factory in a 400 square feet space near Rajnigandha in Sector 16 in Noida, if you have heard about Rajnigandha factory. So I started with 2 people in 2016. Today my factory stands at 18,000 square feet with 33 employees at the moment. And we are manufacturing more than 23 products which we are selling at the domestic level, and we have just started exports as well. So our products are with the brand name of Tatvik Ayurveda. I believe all of you are very used to checking products online, so whenever you get time, you can check our products as well. We are into manufacturing of skincare and hair care products in Ayurveda segment, and our website is tatvik.shop, Tatvik, tatvik.shop. So today the discussion is how women can create an equitable society. As we all know that women are the balancing force in society. Nothing is complete without women. And my organization is proudly more than 80% women. Okay, we have women in many roles which are considered mainstream for men particularly. For example, I have women employees who are in production, who are working in packaging, handling heavy machinery. I have women in my team who are working in very unconventional role, like my camera woman, my full-time photography unit, because we have to keep shooting products, keep creating content. She is also a woman. So, and I myself, being the director, I am also a woman. I know that all we women have to manage a lot of things. We have to manage homes, we have to manage our work if we are working, and even at home, even if your mothers are housewives, still if you closely observe their entire day, they manage so many things together, right? So definitely there had to be one Women's Day to actually take some time and thank all the women in our lives, be it our mom, be it our sisters, our friends, colleagues, anyone in society, who is a woman is always a contributor, and always observe that whenever you have a problem, women are solution givers also. You can go to them and discuss with them. So I believe this is definitely a great occasion for celebration of Women's Day. And as there goes a saying in Sanskrit, Yatra Naryastu Pujante Ramante Tatra Devata. Do you know what's the meaning of that? It means where women are respected, even the gods, are happy. They love to dwell in those places, where women are respected. So puja means not exactly literally worship, but it means respect. And I think it is equally important. Respect should be for everyone in society, be it men or women. But yes, we definitely need to take out time and thank women on this beautiful occasion of Women's Day. And I would like to also, thank all the women who are present here, because they have always been contributing to the society. And even director ma'am, she is a lady handling everything like an iron lady. I think she is steering the entire direction of your entire institute. So I say that you already have a very powerful women figure in your institution as well. So maybe a round of applause for her. So I believe that there is nothing that women cannot achieve, and women are the balancing force in society, as I said. And commemorating this beautiful occasion, I'd like to thank the institution as well, Dr. Suniti, for inviting me today. And all the best to all the students here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have so beautifully narrated your whole story, and I think every one of us are inspired. And thank you. Now we will move to Kavita ma'am to shed some light on, her experience and women entrepreneurship and how women leaders are making some change in the society, and what is the, potential of women can do.
Thank you, Neha. First of all, thank you to Banarasi Das Jandiwala Institute for inviting me here. Aparna ji, thank you so much. You seem to be you actually are a very strong personality out here to driving the entire institute. Dr. Suniti, thank you so much. Privileged to be here. As far as me as a Kavita Adhikari is concerned, I started just like Rimjam. I started my career very early age. When I was just studying class 11th, I started my first career as a market research executive. That time we used to have Indian Market Research Association. So I used to do freelance with them. So it is a very diverse, I would say, work experience, I would say. First we started research, then retail, then IT-enabled services, then travel, and then supply chain. So it's so on and on. So for me, I was an NCC cadet. So I was best cadet in 1998. Worked here in Delhi, Republic Day camp. I was chosen as a best cadet to a youth exchange program for Australia, wherein I had the opportunity to represent Australia. As a career, it was my first choice to join army. And finally that did not happen, because there's something destined for everyone. And probably I'm serving right now to the greater scale rather than I could have done being in army, to be very honest. It's a huge experience that I'm coming up with, carrying with me,